At noon, this is the big story of the hour, where the Yogi government's uniform criminal crackdown now seems to be happening, with the Chief Minister of Uttar Pradesh giving out a strict message that rioters and those who defy the law will be dealt with strictly, no matter which religion or community they belong to.
Absolutely. And Yogi Adityanath has certainly faced severe criticism that Muslims were being targeted. But today we will show you 4 separate incidents that really show whether it's the police or the bulldozers. It does not see the community of those who are involved in the case.
In Saharanpur, first up, a man who was arrested for installing loudspeakers in temples. The accused is Vishnu Kamboj from the Hindu Yodha Parivar.
एक वीडियो संज्ञान में आया था कि एक हिंदू योद्धा परिवार संगठन का एक व्यक्ति विश्व कंबोज उर्फ सैंकी, जो कोतवाली नगर क्षेत्र का रहने वाला है, वो ये बता रहा था कि उसके द्वारा बिना अनुमति के लाउड स्पीकर लगाए जा रहे हैं, जबकि इसमें निर्देश है, कड़े निर्देश है शासन के कि बिना अनुमति का कोई भी लाउड स्पीकर या ध्वनि विस्तारक यंत्र कहीं भी न लगाया जाए। इस संबंध में संज्ञान लेते हुए तत्काल उसको गिरफ्तार किया गया है और उसके खिलाफ अभियोग दर्ज करके कार्रवाई की जा रही है।
Meanwhile, the Uttar Pradesh government has also ensured that over 21,000 loudspeakers from across the state are muted or toned down to follow the Supreme Court guidelines. Temples or mosques or any other religious institution rules are rules. That's what they say.
In Ayodhya, let's get you another incident where a bid to create communal tension was nipped by the police on time, because the members of the Hindu Yodha Sangathan members were arrested for attempting to defile a mosque. The police say that the accused were trying to instigate the people of the Muslim community. 7 people were arrested within a span of 24 hours.
And while talking of the bulldozer action that they have also met in Meerut this time, Hindu goons' illegal properties were bulldozed by the administration. 6 shops were found to be illegal that were also raised by the administration. So Amir now joins us live on this broadcast. So Amir, after much criticism that the UP government faced about whether or not they were targeting a particular community, we have proof that they have not chosen a caste or a religion on this matter, but what is legal and what the court has said.
Well, that's right. And in the past as well, there are numerous instances over the last 5 years of Yogi government, the 1.0 government that people had seen. There was similar action that was taken against people belonging to all communities, people coming in from various castes and people from all classes. So therefore, there ideally shouldn't have been any controversy over the Yogi government over taking action against the lawbreakers. But the fact is that since the opposition makes up this bogey, draws various parallels and makes direct allegations and accusations against the Yogi government and its ministers. Now we have cited several examples, from the Saharanpur example, from wherein a man who belonged to a Hindu outfit and was illegally placing loudspeakers atop the temples while even the administration was removing them. He was arrested for repeatedly putting up loudspeakers against the law. In Ayodhya, 7 people had been arrested for desecrating and for creating provocative messages, leaving provocative messages, in fact, outside mosques. And all such people will be slapped with the National Security Act. At least that is the promise that the police and local administration has done. And also we've seen an associate, a close associate of Madan Singh Baddo, the known Western UP mafia, whose property has been razed down to the ground using the bulldozer. Number of such instances in Sitapur. Another Mahant, Hanuman Das, was actually
so the clear
placed in
message
the
that is
arrest
being sent out, Amir, is that law is above all and nobody is above law. Whether we have instances from Ayodhya, from Gorakhpur, from Saharanpur, from Meerut. Let's now listen in to the opposition reactions that are coming in, because it is not coming as a surprise there, where they continue to target the Yogi Adityanath government, calling it that this is a deliberate action against one community.
All these are with a political intent. It is unfortunate using any religious issues for politics itself is a crime. And unfortunately, what is going on in India is making use of Hanuman, all these are the very mean way of trying to get political advantage. It should stop.
So even as the opposition continues to slam the Yogi government in the state, the BJP has also now hit back, slamming the stand of the opposition. We have the centre's Minister Mukhtar Abbas Naqvi, who has now stated that be it a masjid or a mandir, panic should not be the cause of prayers of the people.
यूपी में देखा जाए तो एक तरीके से क्रिमिनल क्रैकडाउन हो रहा है, फिर चाहे कोई मंदिर से खिलवाड़ करने की कोशिश करे या मस्जिद से।
देखिए, चाहे मंदिर हो, मस्जिद हो या अन्य धार्मिक स्थल हो, वो प्रेयर के लिए होते हैं, पैनिक के लिए नहीं होते। वहां से जो है वो किसी तरह का जो है वो लोगों को परेशानी हो, इसके लिए ये स्थल नहीं होते। लोगों के लिए पीस का एक संदेश होता है, यहाँ से लोगों की यूनिटी का संदेश होता है, उसको हमें मजबूती से रखना चाहिए। और जो लाउड स्पीकर का है, वो लाउड स्पीकर के कानून आज नहीं बने हैं। जो नॉइज पोल्यूशन है या ध्वनि प्रदूषण है, इसके कानून कोई आज तो बनाए नहीं गए हैं, दशकों पुराने हैं।
Mohit is also joining us at this point because Mohit, the law and order situation has one of those being the prime points there where Yogi Adityanath government has once again come back to power, and he continues to do that when it comes to Yogi's UCC or the Uniform Criminal Crackdown.
Well, yes, in fact, it is the uniform criminal crackdown on all the mafias. It doesn't matter whether they belong to any specific religion, caste or community. Now, the UP administration have made it clear that there are certain set rules and guidelines which need to be followed. And if you don't follow it, it doesn't matter you are from which community, which party, which caste, which creed, which religion, an action would be taken. Now, there is a certain ecosystem, and the BJP says that is trying to defame the action that is being taken by the UP government, saying that it is targeted toward a group or a community. But we have seen, as you were also mentioning, in Ayodhya, a right-wing group, 7 people from a right-wing group were being arrested after they tried to create communal tension in Ayodhya, and police was prompt in their action, and 7 of them have been arrested, and NSA has been imposed on them. Now, if we talk about the Saharanpur issue, a man belonging to Hindu Yodha Parivar, Vish Kamboj, who was distributing various videos where he was seen putting the loudspeaker back on the top of the temples. He was also being arrested because there are clear guidelines from Supreme Court that there has to be a limit to the loudspeaker that are put on the religious places. And we know for a fact that how hundreds and thousands of loudspeakers have been removed from religious places, be it a mosque or a temple, and many of the people are religious from the religious places. They have themselves come out and they have toned down the volume as per their prescribed limits by the Supreme Court. So the action is being taken against everybody, every single mafia. And Badan Singh Bandhu's close associates, six of their shops were being completely bulldozed in Meerut by the administration. So now if opposition comes and says that the action of Bulldozer, action of the UP government is targeted against one particular community, one particular religion, that is something that is very wrong, because action is being taken by the UP government against the mafia.
That is the policy of the Yogi government that they have been following from the very beginning, Amir, where they state that there is only one law in the state and there is no place for appeasement. And despite the opposition always slamming the state government, they have maintained that law and order situation is equal for all, and that's what they have been maintaining right from the beginning, when rioters were taken action against after their properties have been taken over or bulldozed.
Well, that's right. And clearly, you know, it is only perhaps the politics between the BJP and the opposition which prompts the opposition leaders to take such jibes at Chief Minister Yogi Adityanath. Because in effect, if you see on the ground, what has been promised has been delivered by the Yogi government. And all such numerous instances which I had cited are examples enough to prove that the government has acted in a completely non-partisan method throughout the earlier 5 years, and even now in the 2.0 government, wherein action is being taken against people belonging
to... Absolutely. So, Amit, just stay on with us. Shehzad Poonawala is also with us on the phone line. Shehzad, this is what Yogi Adityanath says. He has done it. As far as the law and order situation is concerned, we are talking about Yogi's UCC or the Uniform Criminal Crackdown.
Look, when your agenda is very clear that you want to enforce the writ of the law, and and with the philosophy of Sabka Saath, Sabka Vishwas and Sabka Prayas, then there is absolutely no.
Unable to hear you clearly, Shehzad. We'll just reconnect that line with you. Amir, can you please continue?
Well, yes, as I had cited, there were various instances from the past wherein it is proven that known faces from the Hindu community leaders, especially some religious leaders, the ones belonging to Hindu outfits, right-wing leaders, have been placed under arrest. Action has been taken against them.
Sorry to interrupt you there. We are also joined by Rashid Alvi on the phone line. Rashid Alvi, your response to this latest uniform criminal crackdown by the Yogi government in the state. The opposition continues to slam the government, stating that it is about a particular community, but we here at times now have in fact visual proof showing how there have been 4 different instances where community or caste has not been looked into as far as the law and order situation is concerned.
Atul Anjanji, would you want to take up that question?
What question?
Sir, the question that we are asking when it comes to the law and order situation in the state, how it is now being brought under control by the Yogi government, sir, because no caste, creed or religion that is now being looked into when action is taken.
All right, those who are involved in any type of crime.
All right, we'll try to go across to Atul Anjan, who's also joining us on this broadcast. Mr. Anjan, help us understand, the opposition continues to, in a way, blame Yogi government, stating that they are doing, in a way, appeasement politics and targeting a particular community. All right, we'll try to go back to our guests, but slipping into a short break. News and updates continue here on Times Now. Stay tuned.